Ew.
What's this?
Bam! Demonetised.
This is We Don't Fit, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. I had a type and you are it. I'm thinking now I'm over it. Honest with you. Now do it.
And you had a type, she wasn't when you lost me. Got straight back to you, don't mess with me. And this is the story. You were running round
And now when I know it's going into time, I'll be smiling true as you live out your vision. Just high vibration, and I'll see you on the other side, and I'll be singing that you ruined road trips.
Jeez.
The word shattered brains is like so weird, like such an odd combination of words, and people always like don't know what I'm saying. What did you say?
What did you say?
Like, oh, shattered brains. Oh!
I don't know.
I thought it was something else, and I'm like,
What else did I think it was?
shadowed?
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 Shallow.
Shallow. Shallow. La 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 la.
We don't fit!
Anyway.
This is boundaries. I let you in, I bet you did everything you said you wouldn't. And when I cried, you were by my side, even though we said we shouldn't. Yeah, you think I said way too much. Maybe we should give it up. But my old mom is right or die. I did everything you said I couldn't. Yeah, I think we need to set some boundaries for living happily and healthily. Hey, but that's the only thing though. I don't know how to mingle. Sitting as a party, mention Pringles. Are you too fucking scared to be single?
Nice.
That's boundaries.
That was boundaries. Going like.
Yeah, did we want the quick one or the slow one? I'm late, so we're speed racing through the skincare. A lip balm today. Let's go. It's an unlucky pair, we're just two kids in the middle of the back. Okay, so I'm recording the clean version of We Don't Fit. I swear in it, and I like fully didn't think about the fact that it's got a swear word in it, so I can't like use it because it's explicit. So this is what I've come up with instead. Instead of saying fucked up, I'm gonna say drunk and in love. Drunk in love. You're rolling road trips, Aperol spritz and pubs. Now all I think about is this drunk and in love. When we were stuck on the side of the road, just crying about life as we stumble to get home. We don't fit, it's an unlucky pair. We're just two kids who nowhere, we didn't care. So let me stay in the lane. The secret spilled out, all they got is shattered brains. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, no, 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 no. It's not that goes for black. And this is the clean version. Oh, we were rolling road trips, Aperol spritz and pubs. Now all I think about is this drunk and in love. When we were stuck on the side of the road, just crying about life as we stumble to get home. We don't fit. I was gonna say getting messed up, but tell me why getting messed up sounds like Kids Bop. You know, getting messed up, like no. So I was trying to think like fucked up, and stuck, they don't rhyme, but in my head they kind of rhyme. So drunken in love and stuck. Somehow in my brain that kind of rhymes. In hip hop, anything rhymes. And I only know that because of my love of Hamilton the musical. I think when I perform it live, I'm gonna say fuck that.
Yeah.
Drunk in love, we were stuck on the side of the road. We're all spits and puffs, not all I think about is just drunken in love. And we were stuck on the side of the road, just crying about life as we still want to get home.
I don't like that, the way the G sounds.
Ask for a replay. I've been thinking about you for a long time. He's not dead, go ask for a replay. I've been thinking about you for a long time. He's not dead, go ask for you. Road trip.
Yeah, this is
the studio. Oh no, it's only on 1%.
in the studio today. We have We Don't Fit recording session vocals. Let's go, baby.
I had a type and you wore it. I'm thinking now I'm over it. Oh, we got the shine bright.
That was beautiful.
Can't stay in the light.
Gorgeous.
And we
I got a shot of bright, yeah.
doing strings.
It's not that go as for you ruined road trips.
I'm back home now after recording We Don't Fit in the studio with Kira. I had a great time. I just did some nighttime painting. I've really been trying to get back into art and develop my artist practice. Also, do you like my Squishmallow bird? They're so cute. Latest collage that I've just done. I think I want to call it Boats. It's how femininity doesn't necessarily have a place within rural, masculine-driven industries. And then here we are just doing some abstract portraits. This was the reference photo. Got to do something over here. Maybe something from here. Maybe one of these women. We shall see. This is the new art shoe setup. I just got these new scissors. Hello Kitty scissors. They are so cute. I cannot wait to try them out. For these, I usually just use my mini guillotine. I've been reading a lot, and this is my old poetry book. So I might, when did I write this? 2017, when I was 17, I started this poetry book. Clearly I did not write many, but I finished Finding Home by Cecilia Knapp. Cecilia? This was really gorgeous. 2017, produced at the Roundhouse, I believe. It's only a 30-page read, like she's so skinny. This week I also read these two books, which check out my Goodreads if you want to be nosy about what I'm actually reading. I just finished Pickle Jar by Maddie Rice. I highlighted a couple pages that I think have potentially good monologues because I do want to expand my monologue portfolio. I also did the same with this one, which also this book has pictures, which is so beautiful. Maybe something from this page as well. And apparently I highlighted a couple poems that I quite liked in this book too. This was The Shipwrecked House by Claire Trevine. I might be butchering these names, but it's okay. These are all books that I've had for years and just haven't read. Let me show you my new / extremely old bookshelf because I just got these new bookshelves. I cleared out a bunch of old books that I just did not want anymore / have read / will absolutely never read. I gifted them to my mum, so whether she gives them to the charity shop, whether she sells them, whether she just reads them, who knows. But I'm not sure how to store these books because they don't really fit on the shelf this way, which is a bit annoying. I need to figure out what to do with these fairy lights. And these affirmation cards, I really like to give them out with my business cards. So you'll get, if you see me on the street and I give you a business card, you might get one of these. And they just have different affirmations or quotes to meditate on. So this one says, The wise who control body, speech and mind are indeed the consummately controlled. Old notebooks. These are some of the books that I read this year. So we finished reading The $1 Million Blog, finished reading The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, which was a really good book. The Art of People, which I might listen to the audiobook of this, because this has some really good tips and sort of like worksheets you can follow along with in the book. Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. Would highly recommend this one. And then there's just some old art stuff, my songbook, my project book, which I might actually get this out. This is my bedside table. This is the book that I'm currently reading right before bed and when I wake up. It's Naturally Tan by Tan France. We are about halfway through reading the Bible. I'm actually reading it cover to cover, so I'm about 3% done. And then I'm also reading the Bible's Promises for Women. This is where I keep my iPad at night. Back to the bookshelf. So on this shelf, this is like the lifestyle non-fiction. So these are like coffee table books that I've picked up, mainly from charity shops, I think. Waterstones, a few just books that I've picked up on the way reliving. Non-fiction / poetry section. These are all the books that I would like to read. Got Hamilton, obviously, and then also the musical version of Hamilton. Incredible. These are Andrew Lloyd Webber volumes for playing the piano. I've also got the Aida, got some children's books, plays, and I'm not actually sure. These are like Penguin classics. The Sandman, didn't realise I had that. Okay, so we have some classics, which would be nice to bring on the train because they're quite easy to carry. Started reading this book years ago, Bend Not Break, and then just gave up. And I also started reading years ago The Water Children, which again abandoned, so I might go back to these. I do want to read A Christmas Carol just because it's Christmas soon. The Celestine Prophecy, I would highly recommend to read this book. It is fictional, but it does have a lot of real life lessons that I think are quite helpful. These are some old poems, some vintage poems. They're called Milk and Honey. Now this, thoughts, responses and lyrics. I got this in a charity shop, and what I started doing occasionally is I started reading these poems and doing responses to these poems in my own words, so either as thoughts, responses or lyrics. And I think I've ripped out the pages that I wrote in because I'm not really seeing any other. Oh, there's one. So this one says, sometimes I am not the princess, I am the dragon, and every now and then I burn myself with my own fire. Yet these flashes, sometimes I wonder, was I the problem? The therapist said no, the doctor said no, the psychologist said no. Even so, there's a princess locked away who dreamt of release, to be free, to be out of the city with her people. She drinks water to drown her fire. Lately the flames flicker quieter. She's feeling braver, but the capture was comforting. And that was December last year. Cute. I'd quite like to finish doing it to this one before we move on. And I don't know how I feel about writing in my books, which is why I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, so we've got books on music, books on hip hop and philosophy. This is sort of meant to be a stagecraft thing about immediate fiction, so like learning how to write fiction. Actually wrote a lot of notes in this when I first started reading it. Clearly a lot of notes. So it'd be interesting to finish this and also go back over these notes and see what gems we pick up. Theatre performance books, drama, theatre arts, musical theatre, Hamlet and The Merchant of Venice, which I studied this at school, so like, am I gonna read it again? We'll see. And that is my bookshelf. I feel like this was such a random off-the-cuff tour. Also, this was my Finch app, which has really been helping me stick to my goals. You can see like what goals I still have left to do today, and then when you tick them off. So this is my friend Pebbles, she's come to visit. It's just been really good at helping keeping me on my goals. And then also I've been using Habitify because it gives you like a streak of what day your goals are. So once you do your goal, you just tick it off and then it goes back down into the streak. And just having the streak and having my little Finch app where you tick off the goals and it gives you rainbow stones, and then you can like buy outfits for your bird. So cute. You can buy furniture for the bird's house. Like, it's really motivating to do more goals. But I've only put like small goals in there, so when I feel like I can't do much, I still feel a sense of accomplishment and my bird can still thrive. Whereas in Habitify, it's a bit more like adult. I'm trying to do small steps, great distances. That's always been my motivational quote. Small steps, great distances. So I'm really trying to implement that. And it's working. By saying work on my creative practice, that could be anything. Like do art, that could be me doing a little 2-second sketch. But doing that is better than thinking I need to do a masterpiece and then just never starting. Surely doing the small, tiny steps that like seem really silly and insignificant, way better than saying that you're gonna do this amazing, huge project and that just being so overwhelming that you never, ever, ever get started, because that has been my life. And I'm bored, I'm sick of it. I'm like ready to move on to the next stage of doing the craft, doing the thing. And that's what we're doing. So literally come along for that journey. But for now, time is currently 20 to 12. Part of my goals is to go to bed earlier, so like 10ish. To be fair, I didn't get home till 20 past 10, so we're actually on track. But I do need to wind down now. I've been really enjoying my Borrow Box, which is the library app. I'm currently reading The Illustrated Woman, which is a poetry book by Helen Mort. Here's my loans. Also reading A People's History of Tennis. This poetry book, stunning. It's got a lot of poetry about tattoos and women with ink. It's a good one. The reviews are saying like it's a must read, so I must read it. Anyway, I've nearly finished it. I'm on page like 80 something of 157, so I might just finish that when I go to bed, read a bit of the Bible, have a prayer, get settled, go to bed. Let's do it. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Do you think you